Marty with MartyEwingYoga.com, and I teach recuperative yoga. I do group and private lessons. And today I wanted to talk to you about downward dog. I've been doing a series. If you subscribe to my channel and like this video, you can also see my other videos, 7 steps to a better downward dog. So downward dog is typically just cued as downward dog, but there's so much more to it. So I've already talked about several tips, and today's tip is going to be about what to do with the feet. The typical cue, especially around these parts, is to try to bring your heels down, or you hear it's okay if you can't bring your heels down. Well, I'm here to tell you that not only is it okay, but it's not recommended. This is the Achilles tendon, named so because it is a very tender area in our body. That coupled with our typically tight hamstrings and a lot of runners, especially in this area, can create an overstretch of the Achilles tendon or even a tear. It's very common. I see it a lot. If that happens, that's a game changer. Your entire body posture, the way you move, everything will change. So I'm going to take it from down here into tabletop. And we already talked about the hand placement, pressing into the pod knuckle, the index finger, digging your toes in the mat and lifting the knees. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, watch my other videos. You'll send your hips skyward, the knees are bent. My toes are lifted. If you can see my feet, my toes are lifted. My heels are reaching towards the mat, but I'm purposely not touching. Instead, I'm lifting my hips, gazing back at my feet, and breathing deeply. So notice how my heels are reaching towards the mat, toes are lifted, feet are very active, yoga toes, right? Hips are lifted. I still feel a great stretch, even in my Achilles tendon, even in my hamstrings. I still get it all, but I'm less likely to hurt myself. So especially if you're a runner, plantar fasciitis, chronically tight calves, you really just don't want to bring that heel down. So experiment with some of these tips, put them all together, and you will see a completely different downward dog. This was tip number 3. So thank you so much for joining. I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you. Namaste.